Hello guys, so this is another review. Welcome to my page, Messages from Venus. My name is Madeline. How y'all doing today? I'm on a roll. I'll be uploading 1,001 videos today. When I have the time, I have to take it. So, this is the video for The Voice of Stones, Journey of the Ancients by Linda Apple. I mean, this is an Etsy deck. This is self-published, created by Miss Apple. She is such a nice lady. I mean, it's taken me, I don't know, I've had this deck for like a year now, and I'm now giving it a review. That's only because when I first started collecting decks, I didn't like to read the little books, companion books, small books, big books. I didn't want to read it because I like to connect to the cards as I want to build that relationship, or they want to build the relationship with me. So I like to connect with them with my intuition, and it helps me develop my intuition more and more, and or my psychic abilities, whatever you want to call it. So this is the companion book, right? This is a companion book, and this deck is just amazing. Like she's basically a traveler, and she connects with Mother Earth. You can tell the connection that Miss Apple has with Mother Earth is just amazing in its own right. I think it took her a couple of years to create this deck. To create it to the perfection that she created it. When I was looking for decks, I was just looking for decks when I found this deck, right? But when I found this deck, I didn't realize that I was going to use it for the exact purposes that I was going to use it. I just wanted to, have something new, something different in my collection. I had no idea I was going to build such a good connection with this deck. But let's walk you through the book. The book itself is very informative. It teaches you about different stargates, the colors. It teaches you different spreads that you can use the cards with, and how she created her deck, right? So she doesn't only use the elements, water, air, whatever. No, she uses the universe. She uses sacred vision. She uses earth. It's just amazing. Like, I can't even put into words what she did with this deck. I mean, I hope I'm giving this deck a good review. When you open the book to the exact, let me move this back a little bit, to the exact pages of each of each card, or the description of each card, it gives you an entire story of the relationship, or a story behind the actual imagery and symbolism. At the bottom, right here, it tells you the name of the card, the keywords, like what it means, the explanation of what it means, and then the explanation of the imagery, or the story behind the imagery. It's a deck that doesn't only allow you to just take information, but it also allows you to give information back. Why? Because in her book, it asks questions. So when you're reading the companion book, you force yourself to ask yourself questions, which I'm sure that for the most part you will understand and answer yourself, but not a lot of books do that. A lot of these books just give you information as opposed to asking you questions, or as opposed to having a card that forces you to think, and just as opposed to giving you the answer. And all the images here in the deck, which I'm going to show you now, come to life. In a sense that the rocks come to life. In a sense where it has a very alien feel to it. You will learn symbolism with this deck. You will learn to use your intuition with this deck. And stories. I mean, I would use her companion book to read to a child at night, because it has so many lovely stories in it about how the rocks came to be, or how the energy came to be. It tells the story of the cards themselves. with this deck, I've also learned to connect to other realms within myself. I've been doing a lot of ancestor workings and learning to connect to other deities that I didn't know I can connect to. And connecting to other realms via those deities that, for the most part, live within all of us. You just have to know how to tap into them. The job of a mystic is to look always at the bigger picture outside of what is being told, to know, to learn, to look for references, etc., etc. This deck does that for me. If you want a deck to talk to you about ancestor workings and connect with you with your ancestors, this is the deck. Voice of the Stones is the deck to do it. Why? Because it talks to you about extraterrestrial life, and the deck communicates to you in a way where after you purchase this deck and you actually take the time to work with the deck, you will see everything, even the most basic, I don't know, item. It could be a pencil, as a living thing. And so you will learn to respect everything around you and your surroundings more and more. I don't know what else to say on how lovely the deck is. When you read the deck, when you read with the deck, the cards at the bottom are fit with the description name. So the description name is at the bottom of the cards, and it goes by different sections. So you see, this is like a red, like a burgundy red, and then this is green. So they mean different things, and they fall into different categories. So it has a system of its own as well. And it's not your usual love, care, communication. It has, swan, and then you have to connect with what the card actually means and what your intuition says. So it's not just regular, relationship, stability. It has cards like Luna Moth, Meow, the Black Pearl, and the Panther. And for the most part, this deck is a very good companion for me so far with the Cats People tarot deck. I've used it for myself and just as a lone oracle card. I do have a oracle card reading that in my Etsy shop, where I only use oracle cards for that reading. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. So I'm not going to show you guys all the cards, but it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. It's small enough so that you can shuffle. It's like about the size of a regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck. The material is absolutely exquisite because you shuffle and shuffle and they don't bend. You can shuffle them any way that you want. Shuffle them to the side as well. And you can do the overhead shuffle as well. And if the cards get wet, you might get them a little damaged, but not as much. I think this is like a linen. I think that's what the material is called, linen. And then these are the cards, the back of the cards. I love them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hello. It also comes with a bag. And look at the bag. Look how nice the bag is. It's all about not just your human ancestors, but the universe in its totality. And I think she makes these bags herself, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So I will leave the link to her Etsy shop at the bottom of this video, so that you guys know exactly where to go. And don't forget that I have a sale, 50% off my Etsy shop from now until January 4th. For those of you who are watching, I'm sure just, it's not just people that read these cards or, readers such as myself. Sometimes you can look up cards and learn to read for yourself. Learn to connect with other things for yourself. Readers always get readings themselves as well, whether we do it for ourselves or other people. But I feel like more and more people should purchase oracle decks or tarot decks because it's not just a way of using it as divination, but it also helps with calming down of anxiety. And we're going through many, many portals all at once in one year. And I feel like this deck would be absolutely fantastic for anybody, whether you're a reader or not. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.